Hi everyone, this is Venkat Narayana. Today I am going to discuss find duplicate numbers on count of duplicate numbers using Linq. We are going to discuss in two ways. One is method syntax, another one is query syntax. Launch the Visual Studio and create console application. Declare an array where numbers equal to new. Here we declared one array. This array contains these numbers. So here 2 repeated 2 times and 3 repeated 3 times. Here count of 2 is 2, 2 is the duplicated, and count of 3 is 3 and duplicated is 3. So here we need to print these two duplicated numbers and count of duplicated numbers, where duplicated numbers equal to, so source of data is numbers dot. So first, if you want to find duplicate numbers, here we are using group by dot group by x such that x. So using group by, we are grouping same number together. Once we find the group numbers, we need to filter the data using where condition dot where g such that g dot count. So here we have count method. This count method will give the count of the values based on group by. So here the count is greater than 1, then that number is duplicate. So here greater than 1. Later we need to select the values. Select. Here we need to create an anonymous object to get the count and the number g such that new. So this is anonymous object. Here create variable number equal to, so here this g contains count and key. So key will give the number and count will give the number of duplicated values. The number is equal to g dot key comma count equal to g dot. So we'll call the method count method. So here returns the number of elements in a sequence count. We'll print the output for each where I in duplicates console dot write line number I dot number comma count I dot count. We'll run this one. Here output is number 2 count 2, number 3 count 3. So here 2 comes 2 times and 3 comes 3 times. We'll execute this program in debug mode to understand the flow of execution. Click F11. F11. Here array contains numbers. Those numbers are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. So here first we get the numbers. Later we are grouping those numbers using group by. So we'll read one by one value and group the values. So we are grouping. Once we group the values, then we need to check the count. So first one is here t is equal to 1. That count is 1. So g dot count greater than 1 false. Next 2. Count is 2. 2 greater than 1 true. So here we are printing the key value 2 and count 2. So output is number 2 count is equal to 2. F11. Next one is 3. So here count number 3 and count is equal to 3. 3 greater than 1 true, and print the value 3 and count 3. So here print the value. Next 4 count is equal to 1 only, 1 greater than 1 false, so it will not print. Next 5. So here count is equal to 1, 1 greater than 1 false, it will exit from program. So here number 2 count is equal to number 3 count is equal to 3. We achieved the output using the lambda expression. So here we used the method syntax. Now we'll use query syntax. Remove this code from n in numbers. So here numbers is the source of data. We'll get one by one value in a sequence. So and we'll store into this variable. Later We need to group the data. So here group n by n into g. So here we are grouping each value and storing into g. So here this g contains grouped values. Later we need to apply the condition where g dot count greater than 1. If the count is greater than 1, then that is duplicate value. Later we need to get those values, select and create an anonymous object. New, declare a variable number equal to g dot key, comma, count equal to g dot count. This program will give number and count of that number using the SQL type of query. We'll run this one, Control F5. This is the output. Number is equal to 2, count is equal to 2. Number is equal to 3, count is equal to 3. We find the duplicate numbers and count of duplicate numbers using two ways. One is method syntax, another one is query syntax, where we can use this logic in real world applications. This logic is used in data cleanup, validation and reporting systems. For example, if you want to find duplicate user IDs or email addresses in the employee table, if you want to detect repeated transactions, if you want to identify repeated values in data sets before inserting to the database. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.